How's it going there, YouTube? I'm trolling you guys. How's it going indeed? So let's take a peek. So we're playing around here with some boyish designs. So you can see that for one, I think there's going to be a corner base. I think if you're going to do a guild corner base, I think the first person is obviously going to have to be a full out block. Just straight up as many blocks as you can. Now you could potentially get rid of one hero base and throw in a zap tower instead. And you know, if you really wanted some zaps up front, that'd be a way to achieve that. Now there's different schools of thought. Remember I was talking about potential base designs, and I already talked about this block. I already said exactly what we were wanting and needing from this block before. I already said what we needed there, and I already said what we needed there in this particular spot. I already talked about these three locations. I've already explained those in details. The back one is the only one that I left room to do stuff in, basically. So some areas that could be improved or things that we could do. So there's ideas. So you could make a slight zigzag and make it have to go all the way into here. You could create different patterns. You could just have a whole bunch of zap towers in back, so anything coming all the way around is going to get zapped the heck out of. So there's different ideas, and I did explain that last time, but now I'm just going into a little bit more detail for these guild runs, for people that are going to be doing this as part of a guild and very organized. I don't think you could get this kind of level of organization in a pug environment. That's why I had the zigzag one, where it created the zigzag through the side portion here, and it made the zigzag right through here, in and out, and you know, made this a piece that everyone could just use one piece. But now this is more if you're doing a guild environment, if you're doing a guild battle, what should you do? I'm thinking the best idea for a guild battle is to have a corner setup. I saw so many people do it with 4 entrances. No, you want it down to just 1 entrance, or close to 1 entrance as possible for ground stuff. You want yourself, and you want zap towers. Zap towers are important. They are very important. So let me get out the way. That's my opinion and thought on these things. So you can see that the front is this boring piece right here. This person's gonna, you know, they're just there for their good heroes. That's all. This person, if you're the guild person that's the front, you're gonna be putting all your effort into just leveling the hero bases. That's your #1 goal. Hero bases. Get those suckers up right away, fast. Nothing else. Get hero bases up as quick as you can, because your job is to be the front man. You're on point. You're gonna need flyers. You're gonna need good flyers. So I would say go for, well, these flyers unfortunately aren't the best. You're gonna want Dragon. You're gonna want, obviously, you're gonna want the Vlad Dracula. You're gonna want some other flyer. You're gonna want flyers up in front. That's gonna be the front man's job. He's gonna have to be really high flyers. You're gonna want 9 of 9 Vlad Dracula, 9 of 9, and obviously all those heroes that are up in front. You might not need a Pumpkin Duke, or sorry, well, you need a Pumpkin Duke, but you might not need, you're going to need Cupid, because Cupid's a flyer. Druid, you might be able to get away. You might be the person that handles pixie duty, because you want a flyer, because you don't want your hero to hop the wall. You'd prefer to fly. Unfortunately, this account of mine, because these are all accounts that I have, so this account didn't have a pixie, so I'm sorry that I'm not putting it there to show you that what you would probably want up there. This is just my guess of what you would want where, okay? So this person would be on pixie detail. Whoever's in the front, I would say should have a pixie on hand. This person should be your pixie. They should be your pixie dealer. So that's the thing. So a pixie would definitely be needed in the front. I believe that's my thought. I don't know for sure, but this is the ideas that have came to my head and I think would be usable or rational. So on the side here, you might want an Ares here. You might want Ares on the side. Don't look at this other stuff, because I really don't have good stuff on this account. That's my how-to guide account there. It's got an Ares, but it's going to want a Pumpkin Duke. Each and every single one of them should have a Pumpkin Duke. PD should be a priority on each and every single account. So once again, so basically it's going to force them around, force them through, and force them in. Now with this being such a length, I haven't tested this one yet. You might have to get rid of these 3 walls here and these 3 walls here. I don't know. I haven't tested it. I haven't had time to get around to testing it, but you'd want some kind of zigzag if you're going to do a ton of zap towers. Or you might just straight up go pure zap towers. You might just have another zap tower there and another zap tower there. Maybe that's your goal. Maybe you want to be extremely zap heavy in the back. Make it zap, 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 zappity, zap, zap, zap. Make that sucker the zappity zapper of ever. Then if you were going to go full zaps, you get rid of that wall, that wall, that wall, that wall, that wall, and that wall. And then just get rid of a few of these walls, and then ta-da, you have tons of zaps and a few walls leading them inwards. Then there's a different path you could probably go. So let's get rid of this front one. Everyone knows what the front is going to be. It's going to be pretty boring. So let me go over here and go over to my other computer and rotate it a bit here so we can see what's going on there in this particular one. So let's do it. I believe this is the right account. Let's rotate it. So there we go. So that's the chunk that would be over here. So we would rotate this to get it to the how it would be. So you guys already know what the front would look like. So the front has already been described. It's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. You know what this side is basically the opposite of that side. So you can see that this side here is basically the opposite of this side. So they're basically opposites. Now, you're going to want someone in the group has got to bring an ice demon. Someone. Whoever it is, you guys got to decide. Someone's bringing a pixie. Maybe 2 people are going to have Aries. Someone is going to have an ice demon. Maybe another person is going to have an ice demon. You got to sort of break it up depending upon what kind of buffs and debuffs your guild can bring together as a group. Because you need slowdowns, and Ice Demon is really good at it. It can slow down like a whole bunch of them on the map. And whoever brings that Ice Demon needs to have a really high level Ice Demon, like at least 7 of 9, if not 9 of 9. If you can bring a 9 of 9 Ice Demon to the group, oh, you're slowing them down. You're bringing them to a halt. So this is going to require lots of coordination between lots of guild members. Now the people over here on these sides, obviously they're going to need some better zap towers. Same thing with the person in the back. They're going to need some better zap towers. Now let's start talking about some different designs that you could use for the back. Okay, so I was talking about sort of like an open one here with a whole bunch of zap towers, or you could go with more of a closed design. So any spawns in the back have to go around to get in. So with that, they go through a little bit of a zigzag, and then they come on in, and it's still guarded from the back. So it's got a bit of a zigzag to it, and then it comes on in. So that's another option. Or you can have another option of the zigzags to be on this. There we go. The zigzags to be more on the side there. So zig, zig, zigzag. And anything that's trying to attack this tower that's melee based has to go even further to get to it. So there, there's options here. And you could do even, there's other options you could do, make up your own. You could make it so it's a straight line of walls going like this. So starting here, a zigzag walls to like right there, and zigzag walls to right there, and then just have the rest be zap towers. You could do that as well. And that one would work. 2 walls thick, so any of your ranged heroes don't hop out. So it starts here and goes 2 walls thick all the way through, and we could make that really fast. So we could quick make that and then come back to this. So let's jump out, make that, and come back. And I just want to show you guys some examples for the back. We're showing you guys the examples here for the sides right now. And you can see then the idea that you're coming in for this full wraparound, and the front's got that thick wall, so everything goes all the way around, then goes zigzags through to get into it. So yeah, and you're getting more of an idea, more of a feel for what you want for this back piece. This back piece is what's going to be more varied, I think, from guild to guild. Now you might get some variations for the side, but the front, like I said, there's only so much you could do. You could get rid of one hero and maybe place a zap tower up front, but if you're making it less than 4 thick walls, you're going to get attacked through in the front. It's going to be risky. Making it 3 walls thick, they're going to probably attack the wall. So that's the bad part there. So let's exit out of this, and let's go forge it up and make that make those required changes fairly quick. So let's reset it fast, or let's pick a different. Well, this one I don't like that much. So let's reset it anyway. So let's show you how fast you could quickly build something. you just quick throw in some of those. Those are your pieces that you're dealing with the most. So there we go, there we go, there we go. I'm feeling for the back you would pretty much want a similar kind of thing to the front where they're attacking at the same time. That's my opinion. Maybe you have a different one. But you can do whatever you want. It's your choice. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. So, well, once again, I would say a zap tower. No, well, you can worry about that later. Another zap tower, and there's another zap tower I was talking about. Let's get some walls in here. So usually with walls, I just click and fill in and remove as needed. That's how I go about the wall game. Now, I was talking about we would want to remove one from there, and one from here, and one from there. And we're going to basically do a zigzag pattern downwards. So we're removing these pieces. And let's see what else we can remove here. We might be able to move some stuff around too once we figure out our trim. So this is the first time I'm trying this out, so I don't know if it's good or bad. We are testing things out today. Today is figure out if it works or not day. Alright, so yeah, removing this wall. No, removing, can't remember. La 2, la 2. 2, 2, 2. And we're going to keep it hugged to here. So that means you can remove this. Remove that. Now these center walls we're getting rid of for sure. Maybe do something like that. There's a wall missing here somewhere. Should be a wall over there. One more wall. Need it. Where is it? There. Good. Okay, so that looks good. Too thick, too thick, too thick, too thick, all the way to here. Probably just get down to one thick and not care about that point. Make it more of a straight line, so your heroes don't have the potential of hopping the wall, so it's much easier for them to bounce through and get to that point. Too thick, too thick, too thick, one thick. It gets one thick at this point. That should be fine. I'm looking at that and I believe that's gonna be okay. That means you can put an additional zap tower there as well. So we could throw another one in there. And once again, it doesn't, you guys saw the hero placement, so we're not caring about putting heroes in right here now. We're just getting a feel for the base and what it would be like. As well as you could still put some walls on this back end here and make it thicken walls if you wanted to. So you could either have a whole bunch of zap towers at the back end or put some walls as a cap around this to make that another pathway in. So basically what you're doing here is you're making it so your heroes don't hop the wall, and so they have the ability to shoot over. So let's take a look and see what that looks like now. Let's get an invite from my other account. Let's get that invite sent out, and I should see it, and I should be able to accept it. And now we should be able to go in here, and now you can see, once we zoom in a little bit. No, I said zoom in. Control, zoom in. There we go. So you can see that it's becoming more of a shape of to focus them in on that point. Now we still have to fully test it to see if they will break through or not. Well, someone decided they wanted to take a peek at it and see what it would look like. I guess, but we're not actually doing anything. The heroes are empty. So they're getting more of a feel for it, I guess. So you can see how it comes on in. And it plays out well. They're just throwing in some weird stuff. But you can see how we're starting to build the edges there and how it's starting to form a full-out base. And you can see how the heroes are going to be nicely, tightly packed for the opening and for the sides, and that there's going to be plenty of zaps for any melee. Because remember, there's Santas on Here Be Monsters 4. There's Santas, there's all sorts of ridiculously overpowered ground-based ones. There's Vlad Draculas and all that kind of craziness. And you need zap towers. I believe these zap towers reach out to the front here. and these zap towers can reach to the front as well, you really, 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 really need to address. And that's why the people up in front need Vlad Draculas and need Cupids and need really, really strong fly. So these people have to have their dragons and their Vlad Dracula. So this person should have their Vlad like here and their dragon like here and another powerful like Cupid here. And this person over here on this side should have a Vlad here, a dragon here, a Cupid here. So all the Vlads and dragons are really hitting the front. So these three people here, all their Vlads are pointing towards the front of the base. When you're doing this as a guild, this is not for pugging. This video is not about pugging. The likelihood of pugs being this, you know, conscientious of what to do to build a base like this, I think is going to be fairly low on the totem pole. I don't think it's going to really happen like that, but it could. I could be wrong. They could be able to do this. I don't think so, but let's continue on with it anyway. Also, you could extend this further, the wall further. You can make it go out further. And this is a potential. Some people might do this, and they might make the wall go out further to like here. And they could get away with doing that. They could get away with doing that. The reason why I'm not doing it, because I feel like you still want all the people in the front to still be able to attack in the back too. So that's why I'm not trying to force the wall all the way back there, because I sort of want those front crew to get in some pot shots in the back too. But maybe that might not be in your best interest. Maybe you have to build the wall out further and have the zaps on the inside. And that could be a thing. And if it is, you got to deal with it then. So I'm just trying to show you guys some potential base builds for guilds that are looking to do 3 or higher. The stuff that earlier where I showed with the zigzags, 2, that'll work just fine. Guilds don't even have to think about it. You can beat a level 2 with ease. Level 3, level 4, level 5, you're going to want to start, sorry, not 5, level 3 and level 4, you want to start focusing on some really good base designs. You want to start getting that. And I think the front for most bases is going to be something like those 3. I don't see that changing. Maybe it might. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they go for more of a diamond setup. And you guys know what I'm talking about by diamonds, you know. There's a solid one up in front. So you could have a solid here, a solid with no, you know, no zaps, a solid, and one with the line down the middle, or one with a line down the middle. So it's more of like a diamond setup then. Maybe a diamond setup might be the way to go, but I really feel like zap towers are going to be needed. And the only way I see zap, because I don't see diamonds being able to provide zap towers as well as a corner base is going to be able to provide the zap towers. I believe they're going to be key. I believe they're going to have their moment to shine, and I think they're going to be really needed. And maybe it might be that they're so needed that this corner person, it might actually have to be something like this. This corner person might have to be having the zap towers and their bases further away. It might be that might work out better because the zap towers will protect the people in front. It might be that the zap towers are more needed than the heroes in the back. It could potentially be that. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. So, but I do think for 3 is going to need the heroes clumped together still, because you could get a spawn in the back, and those spawns of the demons, the here be demons, reflect damage is so garbage. Reflect damage, I will admit, is the one that seems to be the most difficult for this new game mode, because god dang it, reflect damage is reflect damage sucks. My opinion, of course. I do not like reflect damage. But it might get better with us getting some higher levels on our base there. So I think that's going to really matter too. So the people on the sides and back need to put equal amount of effort in their zap towers and their hero bases. Hero bases are extremely important. No matter what, we should pretty much be focusing on hero bases and getting those suckers up because they're needed. Simple as that. That needed. But so that's what I'm thinking about for back design. I think the back design is what's going to be really unique, and I think the front design and the side designs are going to be fairly basic for everyone for most guilds. Maybe they might make some switches and some changes, and maybe they might be able to get away with some cool fancy stuff. Like maybe they might figure out they could do an icebreaker kind of design by having a smidge of a start of a zigzag coming in here and then finishing the zigzag over here. Maybe you could get that going, and maybe that is a possibility to do. But I don't know. Haven't tested it, so I don't know. But take a look, take a look. Here's what we got started up here. This madness. Should be good, should be good. Yeah, I like it. So with the corner-based designs, you really got to start figuring out stuff for the back end. The back end is where, in the back is where most of the work is going to be done, and you got to figure out what your guild needs. Also, if your people have the right heroes for this, like I'm talking about, people are going to be needing. I think there's going to be a need for at least 2 Ares, one on each side, an Ares for this side and an Ares for this side. I don't know if an Ares is going to be needed for the back. Okay. At least 1 ice demon, at least 1 pixie. I believe that an ice demon should be provided by the back person. The reason why is because ice demon is really going to be good for the ground-based ones. I think the Ares should be provided by the 2 sides. I believe the pixie should be provided by the front. Can there be for more? I think you definitely need 4 pumpkin dukes no matter what. Maybe you can get away with 3. Maybe you can get away with 3, and the only spot where you can trim another pumpkin duke is from the front base. That pumpkin duke maybe could be trimmed. Do you need a ton of cupids? Probably not. You could probably reduce one of the cupids and put in the one chick that does additional damage instead. But no, the cupids buffs do stack, so keeping cupids in is fine. Keeping cupids in is fine. So basically, this is more of a, we're talking discussing here. We're trying to, as the community, make it much easier to beat rank 3 and rank 4 WG. So this is what we're trying to do here, and I think these kind of base setups is what's going to do it. So having something like that, and I think this is going to be fairly effective. It might require that you do 2 thick, 2 thick, 2 thick, and move it all over one. That might break through, and if they break through, all you got to do is make this one thick here, move this over one, have this one thick here, and then have a 1 thick there, and have that be the corner bit down, and have this be the edge, and have it just basically bring it over one. If they break through, I don't know if they're going to break through or not, so that's why I built it the way I did. If they do, like I said, you just make a brick there, a brick there, a brick there, and move these bits over one. Same thing you do on this side. You copy it over one. So I haven't really, got a chance to test it because my heroes on my other accounts are not the greatest. My heroes on my main account, awesome. Heroes on my other accounts, yeah, not so good. But this is for the guilds that do have good people and have like tons of stuff. So this is more of a discussion for the people that would like to beat higher level stuff, and I think you guys can do it. I think this would do it for you guys. If you guys want to give this a try, if you guys have a higher level guild, go ahead and do it. I think you'll like it. So there's a whole bunch of different base designs that we talked about for the back end in this one, and some more that we were given rounds to. I think it's gonna be really important. I do like the idea of forcing them in and not just having straight up zap towers in the back. That's just me. Maybe you can get away with a whole bunch of zap towers in the back. Maybe that's what's really required. Maybe just having a ridiculous amount of zap towers in the back will work great. maybe it won't. So you can actually fit a ridiculous amount of zap towers back there if you really try. But I just wanted to show you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's going to be a more idea to make it a one entrance for the base? Because this is basically one entrance there. All these heroes, any kind of melee coming in, like the boss. If the boss spawns out here, it's got to go all the way around and then fight something way up there. It'll never, ever make it to the front. It'll be dead, guaranteed. Guaranteed dead before it makes it to the front. Those, you know, those bosses. The demon, though, can float above the walls. So the Here Be demon can float above the walls, but the two bosses that spawn, man, they got to go a long distance to get to anything useful. They are dead. Dead, dead, dead. Dead as a doornail. Plus, all the stuff, if they spawn here in the back, they still got to come in through, and they're going to pull all the aggro of all these people once they... The reason why it made it dip in further is on purpose, because I wanted it to pull aggro of the heroes here. So by coming here, a lot of these heroes are going to pull. It's going to pull up to here. All these heroes to this like point in this circle are going to attack that boss. So, oh, it's beautiful. And that's why coordination is very key. Very key. If you can get a front person with a solid base up front, like you saw in these two corners, oh my God, any ground-based is going to be like dead before it ever gets to attack anything in the front. Flyers, though, are going to still go across the wall, and there's nothing you can do about that. But the zap tower is going to try and help out with those flyers, where you won't get that benefit for protection against flyers with any of those corner bases that just let them go right into the base. And there's no zap towers then. But this gives you zap towers. And zap towers, I believe, is going to be extremely important for 3 and 4. For WG 3 and 4, you're going to need to start thinking about setups like this. You're going to need to start prepping to have more of a corner setup. Have something, you know, with some zap tower heavy or some bit more mobility and movement in. You really want to do something for the corner to get that going. And this, you know, makes them have to come through. But I think the other way, this is going to do more, or this is going to do more, because all your heroes are going to get aggro. By the time that hero makes it to here, every single hero on the board sees it. Every single hero here is going to be attacking the boss when they make it to this point. Every single one of them. Every single one is going to be attacking the boss when it makes it to right there. And it's going to be glorious victory. So yes, that's why having a coordinated attack would be really good. So yeah, if you could work this out with the guild, I think this is going to be better than doing some other setups. My personal opinion. Give it a try, guys. I think you guys will like it. I think you guys will enjoy it as a guild. So this is more talking about guild setups, and I'm sure other people have probably thought of similar ideas to this by now. I mean, I talked about this the first day that it came out, that you'd want a solid piece here, you'd want this leg here and this leg here. I didn't go into full detail on the back yet. I said you're going to probably want to do like some zigzags, or you'd want to do a straight across, or you'd want to just have a crap ton of towers. Now I'm just trying to show you what it would look like. So these are some of the ideas I had earlier on, and you know, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, what it would look like if you put it in pencil to paper and you know you actually built it. So there you guys go. I talked about this the first day, but now I'm trying to show you guys in full. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to be able to use that? Are you guys going to be able to put that to benefit? What are you guys going to be able to do with it? As a guild, if you can be coordinated enough and do that, the zap towers are going to really do well. Really do well. I think it's going to be able to stun them and keep them just straight up annoyed. Especially if you can get more zap towers in there. If you can get more zap towers, the more zap towers, the better for you. So, my personal opinion, it's just my opinion, I think it would be great. But whoever's in the back, if you're going to have something like this person has to have really good zap towers. Oh, and it would be so powerful too. Anything coming down this hallway would be stuck right there forever and a day. It's not moving. This is the point of, oh my God, you're not moving a centimeter. And if a melee ever spawns out here in the front and ever gets past all these zap towers, I'd be impressed. Especially with the amount of HP on these suckers. You guys, let me just pop out of this because you guys have seen the base now. You guys understand the bit of it. Look at the amount of HP on these towers. If you take a look over here, right, a ridiculous amount of HP. And each time that you bring that sucker up, more and more and more and more. Right now I'm bringing up my my hero base right here. You can gem that fast, why not? So you can take a look, even that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, all I need is some mana. We could get some mana real quick and get that going. Why not, right? Oh, the amount of honor badges I've spent recently. And that's making my heroes hit a lot harder. And also, I could make my zap towers way better. So I could put some effort in my zaps, or I could put some effort into my heroes. So, oh my god. I think when you're doing 3 and 4, you're going to want at least to be at level 20, around level 20 for your hero bases. Level 4, I'm thinking, is going to require like 30. But that's my opinion. My opinion. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But, you know. The walls, I think I went really overboard on that. I think you can stop at 10 and be perfectly fine. I think maybe you might need them because of the AoE damage from like some of the heroes. Like, they're Vlad Draculas. If they proc, they would wipe all your walls out. So maybe you do need them to be higher. Maybe 16 is fine because of that. So zap towers, I think I want to get this to like 25 at some point. If it gets that high. I think it does. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Maybe it stops at 20. I'm assuming since this goes above 20 that this makes it up higher. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to get you guys in the thought mode of how to make it better for guild. So I think people need to be, you know, focusing on who does what piece. And the side's very important. The front is very important. You need to have, like I said, particular heroes in particular spots. And I think if everyone works together as a team and has those heroes in those particular spots, it'll be really powerful. Like I was saying, all the dragons and whatnot need to pretty much be towards the front, except for the dragon in the back. And same thing, the dragon and the Vlad in back need to be, you know, pointed more towards mid here to really do damage in the back for any back spawns. But the dragons for the side and the front need to be pointing more towards the front, because the front much more weak. All right. Whew. Hopefully you guys understood what I was talking about here and made some sense, because, you know, I was blabbing for a bit there. I was blabbing for a bit. What? Let's show you guys some other stuff. I got something. I don't know how I got this, but I like that I got this. A merit pack. I don't remember getting this, but apparently I got 5,000 merits. Why not? I don't know how I got that reward. Maybe it was something in here. I don't know. I don't know. Somehow I got the merits. So I don't know how I got that many. Oh, there's a link for some gems. Maybe I can get some gems. Num. But oh, wait, I already got that. So yeah. How the heck did I get those merits? I don't know. At some point I got merits. 5,000 of them. Yay, merits. Oh, that means I can buy more stuff, which is good. See, I don't know how I got it though. Maybe I got it from doing one of these. Maybe I got it from this. If that's the case, awesome. Maybe they got some better rewards in there now. That'd be cool. So let's try pugging some ones now for fun. Let's clear this out. You guys saw the build, so you guys understand it. Let's clear one of these out. Which one do I not like? That one's... Well, this one's fine for pugging. Right? Is that my... Yeah, it's fine for pugging, but... meh for pugging. Clear this one out. Sure, let's reset this one. Let's build it fast. So this is how usually I build that one that you guys see me do often enough. Fairly quick. So I plop that there, plop that there. Drop this down. So I'm fairly used to building the base by now. So, you know, all I do is put in a zap, and then I go like this and click a whole bunch of times. So basically this is building the one leg for that wall. And that's how it came to be. And then I just figured, why don't I make a little hole? And that hole worked well. And that's how that came to be. That little zigzag. So there you go. Wow, let's put the dragons. I can't remember what hero I had where. Doesn't matter. Nope. So let's our flyers be on this side. Flyers be dumbsed. And that looks like a flyer to me. Santa, sure. Let's make Santa more of a nuker. I have been actually not putting Santa in and starting to put Ice Demon in, so I might throw Ice Demon in. Definitely always need Pumpkin Duke. Druid, sure. Let's put our Ice Dude in just for giggles, because that has been helping, having Ice Dude on field. Iceman reporting for duty. But now this gives us the ability to have a full Zap Tower. Now do a partial. Look at that. That Zap Tower is fully optimized. Alright, what else do we got here? Someone, we're putting you in. We're gonna get that going. And some zaps, zaps. So this makes our Zap Tower fairly good. Now, that looks good. Let's make this our default. Let's go jump in some WG. Let's do a little bit of fun. People, come on, you guys can build better bases than this. I have faith in you. I don't have faith in that person. Okay, this looks better. Yeah, I'm good with this. Rotate. Okay, this looks really good, in fact, actually. I like this one. This one's fine. I'm okay with this. Let's try it out. Got some Zap Towers, and this, see, this is what I was talking about with a diamond here. If you have this side and that side solid, it's a diamond. And then that makes them go around a bit to go in. But then your heroes can hop walls. And their heroes do not seem to be that powerful. They're dying from just them. They died from just some Thunder Gods. Thunder Gods are pathetic. Shouldn't be dying to Thunder Gods. Alright, now my heroes are coming into play. Let's see what my heroes have to say about this. So my heroes are starting to get some buffs going. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I think that's... Now we're starting to slow stuff down. We're getting some procs here from my... you can see how they're pretty much stopped. That is my Ice Demon. If we can get some more procs on him here, that should slow everything down. And that's going to give us the advantage here. Watch, everything's starting to slow down now. See that? That's giving us more time to attack. I don't know who this guy is attacking here, but here's my Ice Demon. I'm going to slow him down a little bit. Now we should get everything coming in, and they're slowed down. And they're dead. Yay! Ice Demon has been helping me in here a lot. So, Ice Demon has been useful. For pugging, at least. Okay, that looks good. Rotate, rotate. Rotate. Is that person still there? Come on over here if you want to join us. This is the space you would have to be, sir. Kind sir, get over here. No? Alright. Gots to find another group then. Rotate. Rotate, 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 rotate. Why don't you do something like mine? You get 2 Zap Towers instead of 1. You know, 2 Zap Towers is always better than 1. Oh well. People's got to do what they wants to do. This person's gonna hold us back though. I should probably back out because that person sucks. I was just looking at their setup and I wasn't paying attention clearly enough. Having a fully open base is, you know, interesting. Not suggested. Okay. This person's putting their zap tower in the mid, and it's not even garrison, and it's a low-level zap tower, so I'm going to have to bounce. For the greater good. For the greater good. Oh, come on, people. Why do you, if you're going to do towers, have them garrisoned. If you're going to do towers, have them garrisoned. Seriously. This person has towers. They're garrisoned, but they're low garrisons. Ugh. Not trying to be judgmental. Really don't want to be judgmental. If you're going to have a garrison or tower in the center, at least have it be a good tower. You got to have a blue, man. You seriously don't have a blue to put in there? Or green or anything to put in there? If you don't have anything to put in there, don't put the building there. Don't want to be a mean person. Just trying to be logical here. Logic dictates that you got to do that. I don't understand just having opens. There's some people in here that I just don't understand. Like this group right here. Really, I don't understand. You're hurting, not helping. Okay, okay, this group could be okay. No, that was okay. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. That's fine. Not seeing a problem here. I'm okay with this. If there's any back spawns, they gotta go pretty far to get to anything. So I feel bad for back spawns. But these heroes could probably hop the walls. And it looks like they don't have ranged hero. If you're gonna make a clump like that, try and have Dragon. Try and have Vlad on this side. See, right here, his Immortep should not be there. His Vlad should be there. You should put Vlad right there, not Immortep right there. Because Immortep is a melee. He's going to hop the wall. Melee equals hop the wall. So put Vlad there. Okay, we're starting to get some slowdown procs here. You're going to see stuff starting to move slow. Nowish. There you go. Look at that. Slowing them down. Slowing them down. So it takes forever for them to get to us. So we get proc after proc after proc. Look at this group here. Look at this group. Look at that. They're going to be nicely clumped for a Santa. We got a Santa in here, don't we? No Santa? Seriously? Oh, there's a Santa. So right here we're going to all proc. They're going to stun. Vlad Dracula. Booms. Uh-oh. Got a beast coming in here. Don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not reflect. It's a reflect damage. No. I hate those. Oh, we got reflect damage. No. God, I hate that boss. Reflect damage is not fair. It's not fair. Oh, and we couldn't keep it silenced either. Reflect damage for the loss. Man, I hate reflect damage. That's why you gotta have like Pixie. You gotta have something to slow down the boss. You gotta have an Ice Demon or something. You gotta have an Ares. And you gotta just take care of that sucker. He's gotta be debuffed. It's the only way you can survive a reflect damage boss. Or hopefully he spawns on the side with people with really good heroes. He spawned on the side with one with not so good heroes. Reflect damage sucks. And it's random. It's random. Sometimes you get the boss that stuns. Sometimes you get the boss that does huge amounts of damage. Sometimes you get the one that takes no damage. God, the one that I hate the most is reflect damage, because that one sucks. Oh, that one hurts the most. I will admit the stun one sucks too, but reflect damage is harder to do if you're not able to coordinate with the other people to, you know, fight against that. Oh, reflect damage sucks. It really does. Let's do it again. Reflect damage tends to be a loss, but there's not much you can do to combat unless you're part of a guild that's really coordinating your attacks. Oh, let you do. This person has an open base design. Open rar. At least they have a zap tower. We have some pixies here. Some Santas. Death Knight. Dragons. We got some dragons. Yeah, maybe it's not that bad. Some cupids. Okay, I guess we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Why not? So now we're starting to get some energy here. I believe they're going after the Vlad, and that's their bad choice. Vlad is never... Whenever something's a targeting of Vlad, you know it's going good for you. Okay, we're going to get a proc here from... Whoa, maybe not, because my Vlad hit a little too hard. My Vlad got cranky. Okay, we're looking for a Santa proc to wipe up some garbage. There's a Santa over here, so maybe the Santa might proc. It could. Oh, slowing stuff down. That's what we do. Slow it down. Uh-oh, the boss is inbound. Boss is inbound. Everyone nuke. Hopefully it's not a damage one. Not a reflect damage. Is it reflect damage? It looks like it's a reflect damage. No. I don't like a reflect damage. Kill it before it procs again. Thank you. That's just Pixie. God, I hate reflect damage. It does suck. Good, good, good. So I've been doing 2 with ease. I get 1 loss every now and then. 3, I've only gotten like, I don't think I've beaten it yet because I haven't tried it as much. So I think it's usually not worth it to pug it. 3 is more of a guild thing to do. I've came very close to beating it though with the pug, but it really requires more coordination. And when you got people like this in there, when it's obvious they're not thinking, sure, you got zap towers. Zap towers are only useful if they have blues in it. They're not useful if they're not blued. So, once again, we got that same person. And we're going to keep getting them. It's not going to work. We can't do it with low-level zaps. You see how this is the only 2 stunners they have is there and there? It's not going to work. I would hope that some people would realize that. Zap towers are useful only if they stun. Okay, this could work. So we're looking here to rotate. And maybe this could work. Let's give it a try. Let's see what heroes they got. That's not going to work if that person's goofing off. Why do they have open space there? I don't know if I like that. Oh well. Too late now. I didn't see that open space. I was thinking they were going to go for a full solid, and they should go for a full solid. Not an open. So this Vlad needs to proc. And they don't have a revive on their Vlad. Well, that's getting stunned on this side, so that hurts a little. Douche. I love it when I see a Santa proc. It makes me feel happy. We're losing a lot of heroes here. A lot of deaths. They're not coming on my side. My side would be the side that's going to do fine. Bring them on my side. They're all coming on not on my side, which is annoying. Annoying. There, they finally come on my side when it's not going to help anymore. And the Here Be Demon dude actually is going after a tower and not heroes. So if you have a tower up still, the demon might actually go for a tower. It might go for a tower. So my towers are still up, which is awesome. So that means on the final wave, if everyone used the setup like mine and had some really good zap towers, that would be awesome. Like I said, I really wish my setup here would like spawn a revolution and everyone would just do it. If everyone just did a setup like this and had really good zap towers. Oh, if the zap tower stayed up all the way to the end, the boss, the demon boss will attack the tower and not your heroes. But that requires a lot of work, I guess, and effort. And coordination, that pugs. Come on, if everyone just did this exact same base and just rotate it, we'd be better off. I try and tell people that. I don't know. To get the word out, I don't know how that's going to work, but, you know, needs to get out somehow. Do that. It'll make it easier. I promise. I promise. Just do it. It'll be okay. I promise you. You'll enjoy it better. The game will be easier. Now, as a guild, you should do a corner step like we were talking about in the beginning. Corner is good for guild. I don't understand why this person put walls in the back.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Why did they do this? It's not useful.
See, we don't need walls back here. It's preferred to have heroes back there. So I should probably back out because that person's going to hurt us. Once again, towers. At least they have them garrison, you know. What? I don't think that's the greatest way to go about such a thing. Once again, we're looking for decent stuff. That's, you know, sometimes the hard stuff. Now, at least this person put stuff at the right location. So, well, really, why did they not make those towers higher level? Make your towers higher level. Make your hero bases higher level. Do whatever you can to get stuff up. That's the name of the game here. Get stuff up. Ooh, spawn in back. Let's see how I can handle a spawn that was in back. Remember how that person lost most of their heroes when they had to spawn in back? What do you think's gonna happen to me? Uh-oh, I didn't lose my heroes. And my base barely even took a scratch. That's the power of zap towers. Properly executed zap towers. Ooh, gonna have a dragon's breath right in there. I like it when I see a properly executed dragon's breath. Once again, if their zap towers were higher, they'd be really having better control of this front here. Ooh, got that demon here. Got that demon. Here's my proc. We got to kill this demon before he procs, because his shield could be deadly to us. It's a reflect damage. Oh, my heroes are all dying now. Reflect damage sucks. Oh, God. I really... Oh, they need to give you extremely good rewards if you get a reflect damage boss. That is my requirement. If you reflect damage is just wrong. We're gonna lose to stupid reflect damage. We got no pumpkin dukes. If we would have a pumpkin duke left, we'd be fine. But we're dead. Reflect damage. I wish they would allow us to throw some bombs and play. You know, I'd take out some walls and I'd throw in some bombs. I'd do that. Have little hidden bombs. Explosion. Mwahaha. Oh well. Look at that. We died. God. Reflect damage. Oh, it's hard to counteract a reflect damage boss without coordination. Let's see what we got for rewards, though. Let's take a peek at what we got for the rewards. Rewards as all. Just one of these things here. What did we get? Is it something actually useful? No. It's not. Yeah. Anything at the back end here? Nope. So, yep. We got some purples. Let's open these up. Why not? So life drain, love it. I would like a 4 set of life drain. Revitalized, love it as well. A revive, gonna be okay there too. A berserk, not a problem. Life Drain, still on a good path here. I'm liking their thought. Revive, everything good so far. We also got some experience books. Let's feed it towards Dragon. We've been getting our dragon up, and I think I'm gonna start leveling my dragon again because I need his debuff to be higher to get stuff going. So level 72, we have a dragon! Yay! You can see his HP has grown. As well as you can see the inscribe I've gotten up on some of our heroes. I believe Santa is at our 94. That guy hits ridiculously hard. I think I showed you guys some arena when I had some fun with that earlier. Can we hit some people here? Let's challenge some people in arena. Why not? We're doing stuff for fun now. Just goofing around at this point. Dragon or Vlad. Both are good options. Ooh, running into people. That's not going to be good. I like not running into people. With this particular setup, running into people is not good for me. Let's try another path. I got a stunner. And man, I need to pick a different path. I seriously need to pick a different path. But this group would be easy enough to beat, I believe. Especially with the Thunder God in there. They do have an Ares, so that's a little annoying. But I think I'd be able to beat that person. So let's just challenge this dude, but go on a different path. No more of that. What am I doing? I should not be doing this stuff. There we go. Looks good. Fight it. What we're looking for here is just a Santa proc. Ooh, they do have an Ares. I didn't not take a look at that. That could be a problem for me unless I can get the proc first. Nope. Dang ranged. But here we go. If I get my Santa proc, they are going to wish they never were born. If I could just get a Santa proc, just a Santa proc. That's all I need is Santa. Santa, one time. One time. There we go. No, not in time. He didn't even proc. I wanted to show you guys my Santa proc. Santa procs, everyone's dead. That's how it should be. So I've been doing a little bit of arena, but not really trying too hard. Because I'm just trying to get more honor badges so we could do more crazy builds, right? That's what we'd like to do because we're trying to get these bases up. Now I got a choice here. Should I go for this and make our heroes do some more damage? Also live longer. That matters a lot too. So it helps a little bit against the reflect damage boss. Having this higher keeps you alive longer. Zap towers also are good to have, but you know, I got mine up pretty high already. They're not there for damage. They could be better if you can get them up to higher range. So, lots to do, lots to do, lots to do. But I think I'm gonna get my hero base up again. So I'll farm some mana, I'll get these suckers up, and they'll be at level 22 hero base. Yep. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one. See you guys soon. See you guys soon. Craziness.